Hello, everyone. Sorry for I was a little late. I was having some problems with OBS. And yeah, this is quick. I actually have a work meeting in an hour, so I'm not going to be going on for like another 3 to 4 hour stream. But later today, we are going to be talking to Bob Salva. Wait, I forgot his last name. We're talking to Bob, the one who made the dissertation. That's probably going to be at 3:30 on OGL 1.0. We're going to talk to him about some of these issues. And then also, we are planning later today, probably around 6 p.m. Eastern, a how do you play and have any questions about Pathfinder. And as I'm official partner with Pathfinder, I've been playing, I've been playing Pathfinder since inception. We're their partners, the official podcast, actual play podcast. We have over 500 episodes of Starfinder and Pathfinder. If you go to rollforcombat.com, and Mark Seifter, who wrote the rules of Pathfinder, will be on the chat. So there you go. Do I sleep? No, I do not sleep. So anyhow, a lot of people are asking me about this OGL 2.0, and I'm going to show you some things about this. So quite frankly, it's out in the wild, but a lot of people think that this might have been leaked, perhaps on purpose, and that they actually changed aspects of it, maybe to catch leakers this time. I'm not exactly sure, so I'm just going to be using screenshots. I also had to do super fast, so I'm using screenshots and information that's actually already been taken from public YouTube or Twitter videos. So I just want to make sure everyone's away, knows that I'm using things that are sort of been out there, because I don't want to actually accidentally show something that will get people in trouble if I'm showing something that hasn't been vetted. So anyhow, I'm going to get right to it. So basically what was leaked is not the OGL 2.0. It's actually the OGL 2.0 FAQ. And this was probably supposed to be released yesterday along with the video, which is why it was out there and people were supposed to get it, or it was supposed to actually come out. Supposedly people are saying on Monday, and that's a holiday here in the States, so whatever. There's a whole bunch of sections in here, but I've been saying this from day one. They're not backing down, okay? They being WotC. They're not backing down, okay? They spent $250 million plus on their new VTT D&D Beyond, and they're updating it. I said it in all my tweets that I've been saying it nonstop. They're not backing down. Oh, by the way, do like and subscribe, by the way, because we have hundreds and hundreds of people, and only 10% of those have liked. And definitely subscribe, because I give people 15 minutes warning before I go live. So there you go. Anyhow, what I was saying is that this is the highlights of this, and this was in a few other videos, and I just wanted to take this real quick, but it really comes down to this. And look, we can go through, like, okay, they brought down the amounts that you pay. Now it's 20%. Okay. Wow, that's nice. I don't care. Okay. 20% is still like enough to put everyone out of business. So that was nice of you. The whole point of this is control. It's simple as that. They're not backing down. So what do they do? Right here in the FAQ, can you keep using OGL 1.08 to develop 5th edition content? No. OGL 1.08 allows creators to use authorized versions. I won't get into that. I'm not even going to read it. We did an interview with Ryan Dancy. You can find that on our channel in the show notes. That is BS, okay? The reason it says authorized, and the reason he put that in there, and he went to explain in detail, is that at the time, there were multiple versions of the OGL floating around, because when they were developing it, there were, draft versions, and they wanted to make sure that people weren't accidentally using the wrong one, and that there was one single authorized version, and there was other reasons as well. So that is the way. They are doing everything in their power to deauthorize and remove OGL 1.0a. That is their only recourse. That is their only way forward, because if OGL 1.0a still exists and they're making 6th edition D&D backwards compatible with 5th edition, there is zero reason for anyone to ever use this. So they only have two ways forward. They can either make D&D 6th edition so fantastic that everyone wants to move over, which is not impossible. Paizo did it with Pathfinder. 2nd edition was so fantastic that myself and many other people stopped playing 1st edition and moved over to 2nd edition and developed for 2nd edition instead. Their other method is to deauthorize and make everyone stop using OGL 1.0. That's it. That's it. That's their only two means forward. And they are going to try to deauthorize it. If you watch my interview with Ryan Dancy 2 days ago, 3 years ago, it feels like. By the way, one of the greatest interviews, I know I was part of it. That was one of the greatest interviews I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe how freaking amazing he was. I'm definitely having him on the show again. He went through the entire history and creation and origin of the OGL. So you can watch that, and he explains it. It was designed and made so it couldn't be revoked, because if it could be revoked at will, no one would use it. That is the whole purpose of it. So this is probably going to go to court. Okay? Simple as that. The other thing is, they said here is, these are some of the amendments, is that however we understand that some 5th edition projects are already production. So they're saying, we're going to give you a 6-month grace period. So what they're going to say is, okay, you have to wrap up all your OGL 1.0A projects by like July. And then after that, we are deauthorizing 1.0A, removing it, and you have to use OGL 2.0. Again, you can't do that. You cannot do that. It is not allowed. This is going to go to court. And not only is this going to go to court, this license is so freaking easy, the OGL license, to look at and understand. This will probably get a bench ruling. What that means is there's no jury. The judge looks at it and decides the outcome right then and there. And if it goes against WotC, all they can do is, well, appeal, and that's it. They lose. That's it. They lose. And more importantly, if this goes, say myself and Cobalt and Green Ronin and all the publishers keep using 1.0A, and they sue us all, okay? Do you know, they sue us all, and we all lose, but one of us wins. That's it. That's all that matters. Only one of us needs to win for this to go into effect. Again, Ryan Dancy goes into this, and I already spoke to my lawyer, and he agreed. It's like if one person wins, we all win. So them trying to bully people and strong arm people, good luck. People are asking, when does ORC go into effect? I didn't break the story, but I knew it was coming out, and we were live yesterday. I have a clip on Roll for Combat if you want to check it out, where we just look at it and react to it live and talk about it. And luckily we were there because I knew it was going live, so we loaded it, and I got in right before the website crashed. So and then we went through the whole thing. That is fascinating, because my take and my biggest issue was that, oh yeah, by the way, yep, Rooney for $5 says that is not what it says. You have to agree to the terms for 2.0 to get the 6-month grace period. This is a trap. So to people agree. You are 100% right. I apologize. You are right. I got ahead of myself. What that means, and there's other language I just included. If you agree to 2.0, you get this grace period. If you don't agree to 2.0, you can't use OGL 1.0A. You are 100% correctly. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to mislead anyone. As you all know, I try to always be as accurate as possible. So with that being said, this is a trap. This is a trap because they're trying to get you. They're trying to soften it. The FAQ is ridiculously condescending. It is disgustingly condescending. And they don't even answer some of their own questions in the FAQ. And they have a section in the top where it says that you own everything, but then there's another section that says you own it and it's yours. But then you also agree to give us a non-exclusive, perpetual, revocable, worldwide sub-licensable, royalty-free license that we can use for content for any purpose. But you own it. You own it. They never said that you don't own it. They just say that, by the way, we own it too. But you own it, but we own it too. We have a sub-license forever. Again, they're not backing down, okay? They've been working on this for years. Years and years and years. Okay? This is not... We were saying this in yesterday's stream and with Ryan Dancy, is that when you put together these business plans, and again, I work with these Fortune 500, I got a meeting with a Fortune 500 company in 45 minutes, is that when you work with these companies, they don't expect to lose. They only expect to win. That's it. So they didn't expect this not to go their way. So they can't figure a way out of this because their plans didn't expect them to not kill OGL 1.0A and to have everyone move over to OGL, well, now 2.0. And I like in their thing, they say we're deleting the OGL 1.0A from our website. Oops. Okay, I guess it's no longer available. If you delete it, I can't find it. Oh no, where am I going to find? Oh, that's right. There's a open confederation or foundation that actually hosts the OGL, so you can still find it and it's still authorized. So they're just basically trying to. I said this yesterday. I said this in my tweets. I'm not trying to say it's a told you so. I just want people to understand, if you think that this is going to go away, if you think WotC is going to back down, if you think they're going to be able to cover this up with colorful language, they are not. They're going to do everything in their power to hide this and make it as palatable as possible. Okay. Do they want to accept? I'm seeing super chats before they're coming up on this thing here, because I think Stream Elements is having issues. Daniel says, do they want us to accept OGL 2.0 before it exists? No, they're going to release OGL 2.0. I guarantee it's going to be the OGL 1.0A with a few things fixed. Instead of the 20% royalty be 25, they're going to change the terms of, like, it goes into effect. Well, it's supposed to be today, January 13th. It'll go into effect on X date after you sign it. It's going to be little things like that. That's all they're going to do. Okay, they're just going to update the old one. So, by the way, if you do have questions, because now we have almost 2,000 people watching, do like and subscribe, please. If you send a super chat, I'll answer it immediately. It's just, I'll try to answer others too, but when we're 2,000 people, it's hard for me to answer everyone's questions. Tripling down. Yeah, they're more than tripling down. So the other thing is, hey, Mark, can you monitor the channel while we're going live? I didn't get Mark on just because it's like 6 a.m. there, but I guess he was still awake. So this actually I got from Griffin Saddlebags, and I just didn't have time. I had to get some stuff done for myself because I have a lot of this going on. So this is, I give 100% props to Griffin Saddlebags. I think I have their book, actually. They've been doing great work. Yep, here we go. Check it out. I have it's funny, I have everyone's books here. Here we go. I have their book. So, and he, Hit Point Press, yeah. And they, so anyhow, he put this together. It's not mine. I'm giving him props. And yeah, you missed the beginning. This is 2.0. And this is pretty much the overview of what 2.0. If it's a little hard to read, sorry, I can zoom it in. If it's, excuse me, if it's too hard to read, let me know. I can turn this into, can zoom it in. But basically, they are trying to get rid of digital VTTs. Do not panic, okay? They're not going to do it. They're going to try, but they're going to fail. Leo the Limey. Cheers on the hard work, chaps. Thank you very much. Thank you. It has been hard. It's not an open license. No kidding. It forces creators into a one-sided contract. No kidding. This OGL 2.0 is just as bad as 1.0A. I haven't seen it. It's just an FAQ right now. That's all. Changes large companies are the reason. That is crap. Oh, by the way, they have a whole section in here where they say that we own the D&D intellectual property. Yeah, no kidding. We know that. We know you. I mean, they don't have to say it. They're trying to, and they tried to say that the reason they're doing this is they can't allow big companies to exist based off D&D. That's basically what they're saying. They're basically saying they don't want another Paizo or Critical Role. That's it. And that's, you know what? That's fine. But then you probably should have tried to do this years ago, or you probably shouldn't have bought Wizards of the Coast, because you should have known what you got yourself into. Yeah, here we go. So another thing is, yeah, this is a company that makes $1.3 billion a year and is trying to get 20% from people who make $750,000. That will put those people out of business. And $750,000 feels, can I post it? I can't post it yet. The reason is my lawyers, I can't get secondary confirmation that everyone has the same version. And until I do, I don't want to do anything, because I have a feeling that this time they might have. The first time they gave it out in contracts, and I had a lot, and I mean a lot of people who were able to confirm that OGL 1.1 was real. This one, people are not. So I have a feeling this might have subtly different language. So until I get the word, it's not going to go out, because that could get someone, that can get someone in trouble. So for example, if you signed an NDA and you leaked it and they find out, they can go after you if I got it from them. However, anything that is public and has been shared by other people can be discussed and shown, because that is no longer valid under NDA. Hence, right now, I'm only comfortable showing things that both myself and other YouTubers and Twitter people have shown as being leaked. So that is why I'm doing it. I'm not trying to glom onto anyone else. It's basically to protect ourselves and the people who are releasing these leaks. So there we go. Let's see. Red Swanson. Hard to watch a company punch more holes in their boat. 80% market share, though. Oof. Yeah. Lies about 1.0. That's a big one. They also said in the FAQ that 1.1 was a draft and that they were always going to listen to the community. That, I mean, they're losing all of our credibility. It was not a draft. It was in finalized content. Okay? It was, finalized contracts. It was in signable, executable contracts. For a fact, I know this, many people who are at the table have confirmed this. As simple as that. This is nothing more than a trap. I've been saying it in all my tweets. There's one answer to this. They just have to say they're leaving OGL 1.0A alone. If they say in their OGL 2.0, if they wanted to, heck, they can do all of this. They can say, if you sign OGL 2.0, you can't use the old one. If you want to pay 20% to them, you can do that. If you want to give all of your content to Wizards of the Coast, you can do that. All of this is completely legal, except for the part where they're trying to deauthorize 1.0A. I can't emphasize that. That's all that matters. And in our interview with Ryan, that's what we talk about. In our interview today with Bob, was it Tarantino? Wait, what's his last name? Mark, what's Bob's last name? I forgot. Bob is the one who wrote the dissertation on OGL. I'm going to have him on today at like 3:30 as the planned time. It's got to confirm with him. And we're going to go over his dissertation and we're going to discuss this. Now, this guy's an IP Tarantino. Good, thank you. Bob Tarantino, he's an IP attorney. So we had our contract attorney come on and you can see that video. Right, I have a little that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There we go. Sorry about that. That video there, you could see us with Alan talking about it. So yeah. And then we're gonna now have an IP attorney. So, and he knows the OGL pretty darn well. So we're gonna get an IP attorney's take on the OGL, on someone who wrote the dissertation. And yeah, and then we're probably going to do another stream today where we will teach you all and we'll answer all your questions that we can on Pathfinder 2nd Edition, because I hear a lot of people want to play it now, and a lot of people want to learn how to get into it. So guess what? I've been playing it since the inception. We have over 500 episodes on Roll for Combat if you want to check out. I would suggest if you want to learn how to play, we have probably my favorite, well, my favorite might be the Starfinder stream, but that's for Starfinder, Dead Sons. That was our first podcast. Our second podcast is, what was the second podcast, Mark? I'm like losing my brain here. I got like 3 hours of sleep, by the way. So people are asking if I sleep. I do not sleep. Plague Stone, right. So the second Fall of Plague Stone. And that's only like 32 episodes. And we actually go through in it how to play Pathfinder, because that podcast came out when Pathfinder wasn't even released. I started recording that podcast 2 months before Pathfinder 2nd Edition came out. So it's both a combination of us playing and us teaching you how to play. In fact, here, I'll give you guys the link to that one. That's a great one. It's quick too, and it's got a great cast. It's got Vanessa Hoskins, who now works at Paizo. Yeah, here, actually gives you the link where you can find it. The Fall of Plague Stone. Oh man, does it not work? Oh, there we go. Oof, I think my website's getting hit a little hard. That's why. That's okay. I do this for a living. My sites will not. If my site starts behaving like the Paizo website, I will quickly ramp it up, because this is what I do. Let's see. What do we got here? I'm going to go back to, got a super chat. I got a heart. Jacob, $1.99 heart. Thank you. That was nice of you. Hard to watch. Yep. Felix. While I despise this entire situation, I'm glad to see something amazing come out of it. Orc with the Unity, a great community showing. Yes. Orc will really help. Okay. Because I won't go into it. We're obviously a partner with Paizo. We're on the list of partners with Orc, and we will lend ourselves to the Orc project. We publish Pathfinder products as well as 5e, and we the biggest issue with us trying to scrub our 5e products of the OGL 1.0a, which a lot of people are doing, is that Pathfinder uses the OGL 1.0a, so I can't just do that. Well, now I don't have to worry about it, because now I can put out my Pathfinder products using Orc, and we might re-examine whether or not either A, I'm going to fight them in court if they go after me, or B, we will remove OGL 1.0a content from our 5e products. We might. I got to look into it. Cody says, I would like to thank Wizards of the Coast for getting me introduced to so many excellent creators. Seriously. And it is, yeah, it's great. Creative Bursts with Orc. Wizards plan to ride out the outrage. Won't work. They're just waiting there, waiting on the announcement anymore. Paizo has rallied the forces. Yeah, they're going to wait this out, okay? They are going to wait this out. They're going to probably try to do something in the summer, and everyone's going to forget about it. Everyone's away. Everyone's enjoying the summer, but like, it's not going to work. Okay. Oh, cancel your subscriptions to D&D Beyond. Everyone. That's the only way that they will find out about you. They do not care about you. They do not. I hate to say it. I hate to be so mean, but they couldn't care less. You are nothing but a number to them. And the only way you can make your voice heard is if you cancel your subscription, especially if you've had a long-term subscription. The longer the better. They will look at those numbers. They will see that fast. They're going to see that probably by today or next week. They're going to start seeing numbers go down. There is there's this thing where if you follow Netflix or want to know more about this, if just it's just a lot of terminology of this, there's a cost to acquire customers, it's called. I forget the exact term, but there's basically this cost to acquire. So it might cost me, I'm just making this up, $200 for each new customer. They take like all their advertising and all their efforts and they say, okay, it costs us $200 to get every new customer for D&D Beyond. So that means if they're charging, I'm just using simple math, if they charge $100 a year, it takes them 2 years to break even, but then after that, it's pure profit. And so they're looking at recurring customers. That's their favorite customers, especially long term. And if you start canceling, and if you're a long term customer, they're going to really pay attention because when they see that, they are going to say, oh my God, we lost this 5-year customer. How the heck are you get them back? And they're going to have to then spend more time and effort to try to get those people back. More importantly, now the cost to get new customers goes up because now they have to make up because they probably had this graph that showed and must have been very steady for the last couple years is like, this is how many customers we get every month. This is how many customers we lose. So they know exactly like where they're going to be at every month. They're like saying we gain this many and we lose this many and we have this recurring and they're not going anywhere. Those are the whales. You cancel your subscription, those all go away. They're never going to get them back. That goes plummeting down and people are going to freak out at WotC because now it's going to cost them millions to get back where they were just a few weeks ago. That is seriously it. I would also suggest you stop playing or cancel anything you have. I'm not sure how Magic Arena works. I haven't played it in a couple of months. Do they have a subscription or you just buy packs as you need them? I believe it's completely free and then you just buy things. I've not played it in quite a while. I've kind of, Marvel Snap has kind of taken over my life. So let me go back to super chats. Again, I only have about another 25 minutes and then I got to go. Peter Osborne, I feel like leaving 1.0A is not enough anymore. The intent is clear. They've shown what they want. They will try again. Yeah, that's why I almost didn't even cover this because I was like, it's just, okay, it's going to come out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It seriously doesn't matter. They're going to come out with OGL 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. I do not care. None of us care. It's like, okay, did you say that you're not revoking 1.0A? No? Okay. I don't care. I really, do you see? Can you guess? I don't care. Riposte. This isn't even about third-party subs. It's about the monetizing the player base via sub fees. They want no options other than sub to the VTT where they can make everything transaction. That's 100% true. That is 100% true. People I've been talking to in the industry, very good friends in very high places, quite legendary developers, they all say they are trying to turn D&D into something it's not. They're trying to turn it into a microtransaction video game. They're using the brand and the VTT to turn it into a video game. That's it. That's seriously what they're going to do. It's not going to be a role-playing game anymore. Okay? It's incredibly expensive, incredibly time-consuming to make books. You have to split your profits. You have to first make the books. You have to print the books. You have to ship the books. Then you have to split your profits with, 50% usually, or around that, with people like Barnes and Noble and distributors. And what a pain, man. And then you got to translate into all these languages. Or you can go online, you keep 100% of the profits, and you're everywhere in the world at once. And you control everything. What do you think they're going to do? I personally almost hate to say it. I also publish, and the amount of effort it is, for me to create and publish and maintain my PDFs and electronic work is so much easier than the print products. We get issues with. So I just had this problem with someone in Spain, and they didn't get their books because of their customs, and then we had to send in new books. I mean, and that's just me, and I'm a small person. I can only imagine what it's like for somebody like Hasbro or big. It is a pain, man. And as someone who's been developing websites for 35 years, it's way easier to do this all online. Jonathan, what are the chances of total disaster leads to shareholders calling for exec to change due to massive loss in revenue market share? High, actually. Very high. Very, very high. By the way, someone said they heard they hid the unsubscribe button from Beyond. Yeah, actually they did. They first the site crashed, and then they made it more difficult. From what I heard, I don't have D&D Beyond. I canceled my subscription a long time ago, but I saw videos of people saying that it's harder to find. But you can go if you want to cancel your D&D Beyond subscription. You can go to the technical page or the customer service page and just write them and say you want to cancel. Legally, they must abide by it. This is a law. It went into effect over the summer, is that if they can sign you up online, then legally you have to be able to cancel online. That is a new law that just went into effect because they had these things like you can sign up for cable, but then if you wanted to cancel your cable, you had to call people, and then they would never let you cancel. So the new law basically said if you can sign up online, any way you can sign up is the same way you can cancel. And so they have to, by law, allow you to cancel online, and they can't hide it. So if you can't get in touch with them, you write them, you do a technical support ticket, and you say, I want to cancel my subscription, and they have to do it. Cheese of Ages, I have to work today, so I'm here for the other streams, but here's the funds for a beverage later. Thanks for fighting a good fight. Hey, Cheese, our longest running subscriber to the stream. People are asking if the full text of OGL 2.0 is out. No, not yet. And there's legal reasons we're not releasing it, because the other one I was able to have multiple confirmations. I can't get multiple confirmations on this. So, and to be honest, okay, a few other things here. Let me keep going up. Whoa, there's a lot here. Whoa, a lot. Whoop, wow, there's a lot. Let me keep going. Damn. All right, hold on, people. Oh, there we go. Balsamy. That's what you say. Theory, did they give out Baldur's Gate 3 to Larson Studios so they can lock them into a contract because they were becoming a competitor in the video game space? No, they probably gave it to them because that's been in development for like 5 years, and I think this has been in the works for 2 or 3 years, but I don't think Larson's just awesome, man. Sorry, not Larson. It's Larson Studios. Lasrat, I forget how you pronounce it, but they're just fantastic. I love their games, so I think it has nothing to do with that, to be honest. When someone asks, will I change my content to Black Flag? Maybe my 5e. I might. We might work. We might talk to them about Black Flag. I want to see it before I say anything because I got to look at it. Danny. Hey, Danny. That's my brother's name. Danny Glicker, by the way. If you want to look him up, he did. He's a costume designer. He did Ghostbusters. There you go. He actually does a lot of things. Should you convert this whole saga into a module? Greedy Red Dragon broke generational impact with the city now requires magic generated to live and grow. Now the peasants are angry. Yeah. I did a tweet today. How stupid was Hasbro and WotC to pick a fight with people who love rules, love lawyering, and were taught through their own game mechanics to fight the evil, bad people and be morally good? Like, your game is literally what that is. Your game is literally to be morally good and fight evil. And now we're doing it in real life against you. Good job. Kenju Ultramax. Why should anyone stick with OGL 1.0A even if it's protected? Feels like a mask of moment, and they're saying 1.0A is a career suicide. The reason why they should stick with it is because it's protected. Okay, they can't deauthorize it. I agree. A lot of people are just being safe, but it's not going to stand up in court, and it's just not. Okay, so I mean, anything can happen, but it's career suicide. It's atomic fire they're playing with. If you want the full reason, see our link below with our interview with Ryan Dancy. He explains how dangerous it is if Hasbro and WotC go to court. they can lose everything. Do like and subscribe, by the way. All it takes is for evil to Darth Gavel. I like that name. All it takes for evil to succeed is for good people to do nothing. Thank you, Paizo, for fighting back. Orc for life. Yeah, yeah. They're in trouble. I said yesterday in my stream, I'm more scared of Paizo's lawyers and people than Hasbro's. I truly am. If I had a fight, I would probably rather fight Hasbro than Paizo. Randall Picard. They tried to name it OGL 2.0 to guess the PR. Yep, that's why. John McClane's brother. Oh, that's funny. There's been like these diehard marathons on TV, and I've been watching them like all over and over again. Forgot how good Die Hard 3 is. Pretty good. Die Hard 2, but Die Hard 3 is a lot better than I remember. When it comes to costs, how many do you think will be willing to go to court now that Orc's been announced? Will it make it easier for WotC to make this change happen with you trying to fight? No, because again, if this goes to court, if I went to court, I would ask for a bench ruling, and that's it. And then the judge looks at it, and they rule from the bench, and the case is over. Doesn't go to trial, nothing. It's that fast, and that can happen immediately. This can go against go against WotC in the blink of an eye. It's not going to be this huge, long legal battle. I mean, it can be depending on the judge, but judges do not have time to clog up the legal system. Okay? Their goal is to make the wheels of justice go as quickly and efficiently as possible. I know it doesn't sound like it, but trust me, it's true. They have so many things backed up. They have things that might take years. So what they do is if they can do something by summary judgment or do something by bench judgment, which means that the judge literally just decides on their own and just calls it and say it's over, they will. This is a one-page document, okay? I guarantee Hasbro's going to try to bring in like all this stuff. There's nothing to bring in. That's the thing. They're going to try to bring all this crap in. It won't work. They can I can show a judge, here's a one-page document. Here's 23 years of evidence showing everyone's been using it. It's been used over 100,000 times, and it's been generating billions of dollars, and it has benefited Hasbro and WotC, and they've become this gigantic company. And because of this, this document that everyone's been using, because we know it's not revocable and it has strong enough language, and the original creators all can give you their depositions saying that was never the intent, and they're going to say, you're right, case dismissed, you can't revoke it. That's it, it's over. Doesn't have to go to a jury, doesn't have to last years. That's it, it's over. What are some alternatives to D&D Beyond? Mark, do you know some alternatives to D&D Beyond? I know we were talking about one yesterday. Well, if you're playing Pathfinder, you can there's a lot on see, here's the thing. Pathfinder, all the rules are online and free. That's right. Did I just blow your mind? All the rules. The lore is not. All the rules for all the books, okay? I don't even have all my Pathfinder books. See all these books here, all these these are all, look at this. All these books, these are all my Pathfinder books. Free. These are all online and free. You do not need to pay anything if you do not want. Okay? The rules on these books is free, by the way. But you want to play Skeleton, you can. Okay? It's in Book of the Dead, but that is also online and free. All that is free. So there's a lot of there's hundreds of online tools for Pathfinder. Hundreds. Path Builder 2E is where everyone builds their characters online. That is free, or you can pay for it for a lifetime subscription. I think it's $5, and that's it. There's a lot. Obviously, you can play on these VTTs. What is D&D Beyond? Here's what D&D Beyond would have gotten me from tomorrow, but I won't because I've canceled my 4-year sub. And that is The Mean Lesbian. Good one. Yeah, good job. Yeah, 4-year subscription, that will kill them. They will hate that. They were going to be like, oh, because they'll look and see how long people were subs. Because if people only do like subs and cancel their subs that are only a couple of months, that's churn. That's people who are like trying it and then moved on. But when they see like these hard cancellations, people who have been in the product for 3, 4, 5 years, oh, that is gonna kill them. I was listening to some D&D streamers, and they were lost. I think you and Mark could really help that group by providing instruction in how to convert D&D 5e adventures to the Pathfinder 2e system. Yeah, that's why we're gonna try to do a stream later today. Again, we're gonna do a stream at 3:30. We're going to talk to an IP attorney who wrote a dissertation on the OGL 1.0a. We'll ask his opinion whether it can be deauthorized. And then probably tonight, maybe around 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do a stream where we're going to teach you and answer your questions about Pathfinder 2nd Edition, because I've been playing it since the inception. I've DM'd hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games I developed for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And Mark Seifter, oh yeah, he wrote the rules for Pathfinder, co-wrote them. He will be on the show and he will answer your questions, and we will go through how you can play if you want to convert. Jeremy Young, $5, thank you. Austin said, I bought the core book, GM book, going to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Thank you very much. Let's see. Jeremy Young, should you cancel your Roll20 subscription? No. No. Do not cancel your Roll20 subscription. Don't stop using Foundry. Don't. Okay, those people, they are caught in the crosshairs of all of this. They have nothing to do with this. They're as much in, fighting this fight as we are. Do not cancel your Roll20 or Foundry or any other subscriptions. If you're using Fantasy Grounds, keep using Fantasy Grounds. If you use Roll20, keep using Roll20. Okay? That they're caught in the crosshairs. You need to support those people, because what they want to do, Hasbro and WotC wants you to stop using BTTs and use theirs. Okay? They won't succeed, and I do not want any of those VTTs to even lose a single subscriber because of this. Okay, it's not their fault, and they need to also be around so that when D&D Beyond comes out, which they did announce, by the way, in the FAQ, it's going to be 2024. I already knew that. We all knew that. I mean, I knew that. It's no surprise. They're going to want all the other VTTs to disappear. I have Alki158. Hi from Europe. I must thank you for your insight in this matter, your work in informing the community. Thanks, man. Let's see. Here we go. Mnemonic Monkeys. That's another good one. For those looking for a Pathfinder equivalent to D&D Beyond, try Archives and Nethys or Path Builder. Both are free. Hey, that's what I said. Yeah, Archives and Nethys. Here, I'll give the link. Whoa, I just went to it by accident. Oh no, I just lost my place. I'm gonna have to scroll back up. I gotta go soon because I got a meeting. There's Archives of Nethys and PF2 Easy. These are two of my favorite. I actually like PF2 Easy a little bit more myself. Archives of Nethys has it's actually almost two. It has everything. It's actually really hard. Update on D&D Beyond OGL. They are mouth. I don't know what that means from Paul. Oops, I lost my place. Hold on, I gotta go to sorry, I'm just going to go to my... Here we go. I have a backup for everyone's super chats. Here we go. Sorry about that. Sorry. Cancel. Here we go. Hi from Europe. For those looking, yep. If it 2.0 fixed the problems, WotC would have put it out. Yeah, no kidding. It's not fixing it. That's what I'm saying. I almost didn't cover this because I feel like it's not worth it. Because I don't care anymore at this. I'm like, there's only one thing to care about. Are you trying to not get rid of 1.0? That's it. Like, oh, you want to take 100%? I don't care. I'm not using it. No one's going to use one. I'm not using your OGL 2.0 or anything else. I'm not signing on. I'm not using it. No one else wants to. No one else will. Who cares? Okay, do whatever you want with that. We're done. You can get let's see, Peter Osborne. You can get the cancel the subscription page by clicking the subscribe button, then selecting a plan. It takes you to a page where you can scroll to the bottom and hit unsubscribe. Thank you. Jason Tuttle gave a super chat. So Stream Elements took out the amounts, so I don't know how much you gave, but thank you very much. Their new layout, I don't know why they did that. DA Glitches, I just unsubbed from D&D Beyond. They made a smaller text on the two sub options. They've not hidden it completely. You just need to go to your manage. So again, there's probably a million videos on this right now. Again, I do not use D&D Beyond anymore. I'd probably do a video, but I don't use it anymore, and I canceled my subscription a long time ago. Andrew Swanson, I just want to thank Wizards of the Coast for encouraging me to buy all the Pathfinder 2e books. Very clever marketing. Yep. Critical Orc Theory. Don't buy the horse armor. Yep. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Pathfinder books are 25% off, everyone. So if you want to get into Pathfinder, okay, 25% off. And let me tell you, I'm going to show. This is a scary book, all right? Here, I'll get big again. This is a scary book. Look at the size of this thing. Don't be scared. Trust me. Just don't be scared. This has everything you need. And the rules for combat, I think, is 8 pages. Okay, this is just a very nice book that gives you a lot of options. So when you start out, that you can play your characters using just this book from 1 to 20. On top of that, the economy is fantastic. Okay, if you want an economy that has items with rarity in it, which is genius, by the way, Mark did that. You have it in Pathfinder, because this way, if you're a GM and you do not want your players to easily find something, if it's uncommon, that is in the rules, then you can't just find it. Anything that's uncommon or rare, you can't just go to the magic shop and find it and use it. So there's a lot of tools in here to help you manage the economy easily. Plus, the classes are great. You can have 4 monks in your party, and they're all going to be different. You can have 4 fighters in your party. They're all going to be different. There's also an insane number of ancestries. We just came out with our slime ancestry. We have a Jewel of the Indigo Isle ancestries. And also, if you join our stream at 6, we are probably going to give some own things out at Baozu.com. Is Pathfinder Wiki sanctioned by Paizo? A lot of lore in there, but nowhere is detailed as books. I actually do not know. I do not know, by the way, if they are. Paul said, update on D&D Beyond about OGL. Their mouth. That's right. I have one. OGL update on D&D Beyond. There's an update from Watsy on the D&D Twitter. Oh, that's why everyone's going crazy. Because like, there's an update. There's an update. All right. Sorry. That's what happens when I'm behind. All right, let's see what the update is. Holy moly, is everyone going crazy? I just came to my page and I couldn't see it scrolling so fast. I actually don't even care. I mean, okay, I care, but I don't care. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Mm-hmm. So did they do it on D&D Beyond exactly? Oops, hold on, let me scroll down. Mark, did you find the link? Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages. It's hard when I do this by myself and we have 3,000 people watching. I need mods. If you're interested in being a mod, are you going to boycott Baldur's Gate 3? No, because that's a separate license, and I don't think I will. I don't know. I love freaking Baldur's Gate. That one's a hard one. I'm going to find out. I might. I'll put it this way. If it gives Watsy money, then I will. If it doesn't, I won't. That's really it. Sorry, let me quickly search. I got to go soon, so sorry if I don't. I'm going to try to get to everyone's super chat. Oh, wait. D&D Beyond. Sorry. I definitely need mods to help because I can't do this when I have 10,000. Here we go. D&D Beyond Twitter. Up, here we go. Over the past week, we have witnessed an incredible outpour of incredible outpour of passion and dedication from our community, working together to protect and cultivate the inclusive environment of Dungeons & Dragons. Please read our update on the open game license. Oh, so it looks like they released it to the public. Let's see. Okay, there's, oh boy, it's long. All right, hold on. Let's share the screen then. Do. Give me 1 sec. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go soon. Oh my god, it took up the whole screen. Yeah, I'll just make it like that. And I gotta make it. Don't you love live streaming? Here we go. Let's bring that in a little. Hide the layout item. Ah, wrong layout item. There we go. And bring that down. And zoom in a little. All right, people, let's take a look at this piece of crap. I mean, this thing. An update on the open game license. We initially conceived of... Let me put on my glasses. We initially conceived of revising OGL with 3 major goals in mind. First, we wanted the ability to prevent and use of D&D content from being included in hateful and discriminatory products. Second, we wanted to address those attempts to use D&D in Web3, blockchain games, and NFTs by making clear that OGL content is limited to tabletop role-playing content like campaigns, modules, and supplements. And third, we wanted to ensure that the OGL is for the content creator, the home brewer, the inspiring designer, and our players and the community, and not major corporations for use for their own commercial and promotional purpose. Driving those goals is 2 simple principles. 1, our job to be good stewards of the game, and 2, the OGL exists for the benefit of the fans. Nothing about those principles has wavered for a second. That's why early drafts of OGL included provisions they did. That draft language was provided. So they're already saying it was a draft. It was not a draft. The draft language was provided for content creators and publishers so they can feedback. Okay, that is 100% false. I'm telling you right here, right now, this is what happened. They gave the OGL and the contracts to these people to sign. No one wanted to sign it. So then they had a second meeting and they invited more people to sign it. They were radio silent and they took no feedback. None. This is a lie, according to people I know who were in the room. This is fake news. They then, last week, for the first time, reached out and said, "What don't you like about the OGL?" That was the first time they did it, was last week. Okay, here, just moving sober. Total freaking lie. Okay, not true. Anyhow, back to this. Draft language is provided to content creators, publishers, so their feedback can be considered before anything was finalized. In addition, language allowing us to address discriminatory and hateful conduct and clarifying those type of projects to OGL covers. Our drafts include royalty language designed to apply large corporations attempting to use OGL. Lie, lie, lie. Large corporations. Really? If it was a large corporation, then you would make it $5 million. Okay? $750,000. So I guess they consider 3 people a large corporation. BS. It was never our intent to impact the vast majority of the community. BS. That is fake. False. However, it is clear from the reaction that we rolled a 1. Oh, they're so clever. It has become clear that it's no longer possible to fully achieve these 3 goals while staying true to our principles. So here's what we're doing. The next OGL will contain provisions that allow us to protect our culture and inclusive environment we're trying to build, to specify that it covers only content for TTRPGs. Whatever. This means that other expressions such as educational, charitable campaigns, live streams, cosplays, VTT uses, etc. will remain interesting. Actually, that is interesting. Will remain unaffected by any OGL update. Content already released under OGL 1.0 will remain unaffected. Okay. Okay. So they are giving a little bit of a consideration, saying, okay, we're going to tell you that OGL 1.0, actually that was in the FAQ, that OGL 1.0 is fine, if you released it already, but going forward, you can't use it anymore. What it will not contain is any royalty structure. Oh, it will also not include the license back provision that some people are afraid was as a means for us to steal work. Okay. That thought never crossed our minds. Yeah, right. If it never crossed your minds, then why was it in the contract? Under any new OGL, you will own the content you create. They actually said that. We won't. Okay, that's not the question. The question isn't who owns it. We always knew that. That was always in the OGL 1.1. You owned it. You owned your own content. Any language you put down will be crystal clear and unequivocal on that point. The license back language was intended to protect us and our partners from creators who incorrectly allege that we steal their work or similarly because of any coincidental similarities. That is crap. As we continue to invest in the game we love and move forward with partnerships in film, television, and digital games, that risk is simply too great to ignore. The OGL will contain provisions to address that risk, and we will do without a license back. That means you don't have to put the license to back your books anymore. And without suggesting you have rights to the content you create, your ideas, imagination is what makes this game special. That belongs to you. Yet we know that was never the question. The question isn't who it belongs to. The question is, do you get to use it? A couple last thoughts. First, we won't be able to release new OGL today because we need to make sure we get it right, but it's coming. Second, you're going to hear people say they won and we lost because, oh my God. Second, you're going to hear people say today they won and we lost because making your voices heard forced us to change our plans. Those people might be half right. They won and so did we. We won too. Our plan was always to solicit the input of our community before any update to the OGL. The drafts you've been seeing were an attempt to just do that. We always wanted... Oh my God. Sorry, I can't even read this. I can't believe it. We want to always delight fans and create experiences together that everyone loves. We realize we did not do that this time, and we're sorry for that. Our goal was to get exactly the type of feedback on which provisions worked and which did not, which we ultimately got from you. Any change this major could have only been done well if we were willing to take feedback, no matter how it was provisioned, so we are. Thank you for caring enough to let us know what works and what doesn't, what we need and what scares you. Without knowing that, we can't do our part to make the new OGL match our principles. Finally, we'd appreciate the chance to make this right. We love D&D's devoted players and the creators who take them on so many incredible adventures. We won't let you down. Yeah, this is total crap. It's like a blatant lie because this was never a draft. Never. This was in finalized contracts. Ugh, I wish I didn't have to go off. All right, I'm going to be late to my meeting. I'm going to just go a little bit longer. I have too many I couldn't get to all the super chats. I'm going to go quick. See how quick I can go. Super chat. I'm going to do quick. These gaslighters should feel the orc. Yes. Test pay. Yes. Now we can all laugh together, Steven. Yes. We will still play 5th edition. I'm just giving WotC any more money, and I will certainly be playing more Pathfinder. Yes. Are we going to have to boycott Baldur's Gate 2? No. Canceling, well, probably not. Canceling my sub after 2 years. That time I spent $700 in ebook and D&D Beyond. Just bought Pathfinder CR. They're not getting any more money. Good. During that week plus of WotC silence, the community was able to process through the stage of grief. Now, with each passing day, it matters less and less what WotC will ever make any statement at all. Correct. Have you guys heard of the Merrill Project? Is it good alternatives to BTTs that Hasbro WotC is trying to push on players? I have not heard of that. D&D Beyond just posted an update. WotC statement sound. Just hope that around this doesn't die. New post in OGL editing history today. After the post about Orc already went, I got myself Pathfinder 2. I teach kids RPG games, not contributing to the D&D 6th edition new customer base. Correct. The digital stores for Pathfinder books, you say the rules are free, but what about the stuff you need to pay for? I live in South Africa, so it's hard. Everything you can get is a PDF, okay? Unlike WotC, every single thing that you buy for Pathfinder is available as a PDF. And if you buy their content, Okay, on their website, you get the PDFs for free. I think that's true. I do because I have subscriptions, but I think you get the PDFs for free. Pathfinder books are 25% off, and so you can get everything, everything Paizo releases is digital and a PDF. There's an update. And now I'm back. Oh, and I got some new ones. The Kickstarter signed this draft. I have no idea. Did you grab a screen of Steven wave his hand as the air and turn it into a happy meme, please? Sure. I always wanted public outrage. You just lose rights. Someone makes a digital product. They should be able to, in a fantasy world with even villains and villain, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. This is all crap. This is all fake. Fake news. An update on the OGL. Let's go through it real quick. OGL 1.1, not a draft. Second, OGL 1.1, not a draft. Third point, OGL 1.1, not a draft. Now let's do the fourth point. They're talking about D&D in Web3, blockchain games, NFTs. Yeah, that is totally something that was created to appease the financial bros, because financial people are like, oh, NFTs. Oh, what are these NFTs? I have a lot of finance friends, and they always ask me about NFTs. Okay, this will be like the financial people will look at this and say, oh, this makes sense. It is crap. If they wanted to do this, they could have done that at any time. And by the way, already protected by IP law. Crap, not true. Fake news. Third, we want to make sure the OGL is content creators, the home brewer, and not major corporations to use for their own commercial and promotional purpose. Well, then you probably shouldn't have bought a company that created the OGL 1.0, because that's what it does, and you can't revoke it. Too bad. Let's see. During these goals, simple job is to be good stewards of the game. Benefit fan. Yeah, right. This is an early draft. Okay, so this is our early draft of the OGL. Wrong. They wanted feedback. Wrong. That is not true. In addition, the language was, yep. Okay, they're already saying that you can't just you can't do discriminatory or hateful conduct on the brand. That's already protected by IP law. So you didn't need to do that. However, it's clear that we rolled the one. Yep. It has been clear no longer to fully achieve. Yep. So it will allow, so they say something here. This might be sort of good, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to sign on to it. Other expressions such as educational, charitable, live streams, and cosplay, VTT uses. This VTT use, actually, I will be interested to see what they say about that. Will remain unaffected. Let's see. Will not contain his royalty structure. Okay. So that is not bad. Okay. It looks like people are pushing back. So it looks like the one thing they might do concessions on is that they're not going to allow, no one's going to have to pay royalties anymore, because all they care about is one thing. They care about killing OGL 1.0A. That's it. That's all they care about. And so they're going to take out every single thing. Fine. Do you say that OGL 1.0A is still alive and well? Nope. Because that's all they care about. And then, okay, they're not going to release a new OGL. I never expected them to. It's going to have to go through. Now they're going to have to go through very careful vetting, because we tore it apart easily. I don't expect it to be released anytime soon, actually. Second, you're going to hear people say we won, and our voices, oh yeah, we both won. Oh my God, that is where the sarcasm really starts. This whole last paragraph, if I could do that in silly voice. All right, I'm going to do this in silly voice, and then I'm going to go, because I'm already late. Our plan was always to let me just start again. Our plan was always to solicit the input of our community before any update to the OGL. The drafts you've been seeing were attempting to just do that. We want to always delight fans and create experiences together that everyone loves. We realize we did not do that this time, and we're sorry. Our goal was to get exactly the type of feedback on which provisions worked and which did not. We ultimately got that from you. Any change this major could have only been done well if we were willing to take that feedback, no matter how it was provided. So we are. Thank you for caring enough to let us know what works and what doesn't, what you need and what scares you. Without knowing that, we can't do our part to make the OGL match our principles. Finally, we'd appreciate the chance to make this right. We love D&D's devoted players and the creators who take them on so many incredible adventures. We won't let you down. Well, too late. You let us down. It's over. No one's going to sign up to OGL 2.0. And someone said, are they trying to remove the 25% royalty? It says they will. It doesn't matter. Okay, that might start moving them a little. Okay. That might. As a Pathfinder 2 creator, thank you for all your work in Leader Space. Thank you for supporting us and helping. Do check out battlezoo.com if you want great Pathfinder products. I mean, we have 5e products too. If you still want to play 5e, that's fine. Just cancel your D&D bound subscription. And finally, I'm going to leave it at this. Someone please a meme with, we'll call it a draw, with Wizards as Monty Python's The Black Knight. That is probably the most apropos thing that was said throughout this whole stream, and I believe that is true. I am late to a very important meeting. I got to stop, everyone. I will be on again at 3:30 today. We're going to be talking to Bob Tarantino, an IP lawyer, and we'll see what he thinks about all this. See you then, everyone.